Hello chicks, it's time for us to do another RE lesson before you go home. Do you remember that on Monday we were learning all about the Easter story with Sam and Sally? Now today, Sam and Sally have got a little challenge for you. I'm going to put them up here so I can show you. So, tomorrow in Busy Learning, see if you can do Sam and Sally's challenge. There are some pictures of the Easter story at the bottom and they're not in the right order, so we're going to cut them out. So can you see this black line? I'm going to cut all along the black line like this. There you go. So that then we just have the pictures at the bottom. Now next I'm going to cut those pictures out. So, all along there, all along here. There we go. And then I'm going to cut along these lines. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. Now let's have a look at these pictures and see which one comes first. So there's a picture of the tomb that Jesus' body was put in. I don't think that happened first, did it? There's a picture of Jesus coming out of the tomb. He was alive again. There's a picture of Jesus coming into Jerusalem on a donkey. Do you remember that was called Palm Sunday? And people laid down palm leaves for his donkey to walk on. There's a picture of Jesus dying on the cross. And a picture of Jesus having a meal with his friends, the Last Supper. So which picture comes first? Which one do we need to stick here? Have a think. Maybe tell your partner and then you can put your hand up. Have you and your partner had a think? So, if you thought it was Jesus riding into Jerusalem on a donkey, you were right. That was the first thing that happened in our story. So we're going to stick that one there. So let's get some glue. There we go. Okay. So what happened next after Jesus rode in on his donkey? Let's have a look. Was his body put in the tomb next? No. Did he rise from the dead next? No. Did he die on the cross next? Or did he have a Last Supper with his friends? So have a little think, maybe turn to your partner and tell your partner what you think, and then you can put your hand up. Okay, so if you thought it was the Last Supper, you're right. That's what Jesus did next. So let's put a little bit of glue in the next box. I'll stick that one there. Okay, then what happened in the Easter story? Let's have a look at those pictures again. Did Jesus' body get put in a tomb? Did Jesus come alive again? Or did he die on the cross? Which one happened next? So turn to your partner and tell them which one you think it is, and then you can put your hand up. Okay, so if you said it was Jesus dying on the cross, you're right. That's what happened next. So we're going to put some glue the next square. There we go. Okay, so we've got 2 spaces left. Let's have a look at the last pictures. So which one happened next? Was Jesus' body put in the tomb? Or did Jesus come back to life again? Which one happened first? Have a think and tell your partner and then put your hand up. Okay, have you had a think? So if you said that Jesus' body was put in the tomb next, you're right. Well done, good thinking. So we're going to stick that one in the next box. There we go. Okay, that just leaves us with one more picture. And you remember at the end of the Easter story, Jesus came back to life, didn't he? He came to see his friends and his family, to say goodbye, and then he went up to heaven to be with God. So we're going to put that picture at the end, and that's what we call Easter Sunday. It's Easter Day. There we go. So that's the Easter story in the right order. So you can have a go at that tomorrow in Busy Learning. And if you have a go at doing that and you do it right, I think Mrs. Finn or Mr. Williams will move you up the rocket. Well done. I'll see you later. Bye.
Have you heard the story of how God so loved the world that he gave to all of us his only Son? Jesus grew into a man, he healed the sick, he loved the lonely, he gave God's love away to everyone. Jesus gave it all. The people followed him, they'd never seen that kind of love. He loved them all no matter what they've done. But not everyone was happy, some of them were jealous, so they made plans to kill God's only Son. Jesus gave it all. And one night while he was praying, some soldiers came to find him. They took him to their rulers who didn't know just what to do. They asked the people gathered just what they should do with him. The crowds crucify him, though he did nothing wrong. Jesus gave it all. And the soldiers tried to break him, the crowds they mocked and scorned. They led him up a hill called Calvary, and they nailed him to a cross. Still he asked God to forgive them. They didn't understand that it was all for you and me. Jesus gave it all. Jesus said, "It is finished." Then he took his final breath, and the sky grew black as midnight, and the earth began to shake, and the crowd began to tremble. They shook their heads in wonder, and the soldier said, "I know that this man was the Son of God." Jesus gave it all. And they took him off the cross, they placed him in a tomb. They rolled a large round stone in the doorway of the cave. Some soldiers, they stood watching, making sure no one could enter. Jesus' friends were sad and hopeless as they all went home that day. Jesus gave it all. On the morning of the third day, his mother Mary came to see him, to make his body ready for the grave where he would lay. But the tomb, it was empty. An angel came to tell her, he's not here, he's risen. See the stars